Hey everyone, Nintendo Guy here, and welcome back to another episode of Yu-Gi-Oh! The Sacred Cards. In the last episode, we finally got around to seeing the Egyptian God cards at last, and I got Obelisk. Excuse me. And I got Obelisk the Tormentor, the first Egyptian god card of 3, which again was meant for Kaiba, but we took his role. And we fought Kaiba himself before we got Obelisk, and yeah. And Kaiba actually almost beat me when he summoned his blue eyes until Raigeki came onto the field. And we also saw that Yuki himself has Slifer the Sky Dragon, which, obviously enough, of course. Anyway, in today's episode, we're going to continue on with the story. Yes, everything is ready for me. You shall be judged by the will of the gods.
No, I'm sure of it. That isn't Marik Ishtar. Why do you say that? When I spoke with his alter ego, he felt different. There was an overwhelming sense of evil from him. But I don't get that feeling from this duelist.
Paul, you shall fall to my god card. God card, eh? So, you have a god card yourself? This so-called Marik? Also, I just realized we're in the wasteland. Then I guess I'll change that. Well, I have a good hunch that was a bad idea. Raise body heat. Ah, widespread ruin! Dang. He is like one step ahead of me. Guess I'll lay down my own widespread ruin.
Just what I needed.
Let's see, it's a forest monster, so I think it'd be wise if I don't attack it. Oh, that was an herb monster. Oh, I could have... Oh, yeah, I could have gone and destroyed Giant Scorpion with Electric Penguin. And then I could have used Beautiful Headhunter to destroy the Rock monster. Oh, my... Well, it's not all doom and gloom. I could just sacrifice. Bring out Judge Man. Whew, close call right there. Oh, hey, because I kind of saw that card earlier, on my own time.
Tch, the fool lost.
The gods have forsaken me! Master Marik!
What's with this weather? What's happening? What's happening? What is this?
The god card is angry. He wasn't the rightful owner, and yet he used it.
Very absolute of you, Yugi.
Namu, You're Marik Ishtar?
Correct. He is but another of my loyal puppets. I had assumed this Guyus, I don't know how to pronounce that, to get close to you. It allowed me to brainwash your friends. You, that's beyond dirty. Say what you will. The long years I had raged and cursed the world. The pain carved into my body, my very being. Could you even begin to understand? Finally, I shall attain all the God cards, and I will get my revenge on you and the world.
Master Marik Ishtar, forgive me for failing.
What? Look at Marik Ishtar's expression.
Let the celebration begin. Behold, a display of total destruction and terror. I will destroy everything with the God cards.
How do you do like that? He just lost an ally.
Marik Ishtar, what is he planning? We shall now announce the third match. Marik Ishtar versus Joey Wheeler.
Finally, I get my crack at the guy. Marik Ishtar, you'll get yours. I'm going to lose to that... Excuse me. I'm not going to lose to that freak.
Marik Ishtar is trapped by his own evil will. Joey, be careful of the shadow in his soul. I'll congratulate you on breaking my control, but I'm not the same as I was before. There will be no weakness for you to exploit. I will deliver you at once to the Shadow Realm.
Do you think you can scare me with those threats? I'll expose you as a total fraud. Boop.
Ha ha ha! It's the Shadow Realm. Let fear overwhelm you in the land of shadows.
Wheeler!
Marik Ishtar, what are you up to? My objective, I have no such thing. All I seek is to destroy all except myself.
Whew.
Doing those deep voice acting does not do well on the throat, I'm not going to lie.
Because he lost to Marik Ishtar in a Shadow Duel. Joey's soul was taken to the Shadow Realm. If he's not defeated, Joey will remain like this.
Joey! Joey! How could he end up like this? Paul, you have to beat Marik Ishtar! You just have to beat him!
Oh my, poor Joey. There's nothing wrong with him, physically, but he's in a total coma. The doctors are baffled and helpless. I heard that Joey Wheeler collapsed. It's Marik Ishtar's dark power. I can't do anything to help. But Paul, I'm sure you will win. You and Yugi.
Oh, so this is the first floor. Oh yeah, that sure does make sense. We shall now announce the fourth match. Mr. Kaiba versus My Valentine. Another drag.
Say you, I'll show you for looking down on woman. I'm going to put the boot to Marik Ishtar. Wheeler, hang on. Gah, I couldn't win.
I'm attaining all the Gakko.
Yeah, keep giving him different voices.
I will defeat Yugi and become the Duel King. The likes of you aren't worth my time. Sheesh. This duel is getting darker and darker. Guessing it's one of those you have to go around and talk to everyone again before you can leave. Here we go.
What are these ruins? What is that tower?
Ha 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 ha! Step down, duelist. Welcome to Kaiba Corp Island. This island was built by my stepfather many years ago. It was once used by an arms manufacturer. On this abandoned island, atop the Duel Tower, I will win the title of the Duel King. And when I do, I will surpass my stepfather. The Duel Tower stands among rubble, a fitting tomb maker for your swords. Welcome to Duel Tower. We shall now proceed with the semifinals of the Battle Sea Tournament. Out of the 4 remaining duelists, only those 2 winning their respective matches in this tower will move on to the final duel atop the tower. Now, let us begin. According to the first semifinal matchup, Yukimoto versus Paul. Already, we're fighting against Yuki? Not Kai. Well, I already fought Kaiba. Let's duel fair and square, Paul. Sure, I got nothing else to do. One of us has to go on and bring down Marik Ishtar. For the sake of the souls taken by Marik Ishtar. For the sake of our friends. Give it your all, Paul. And by the way, if you're going to ask, no, I do not believe whatsoever you can have the God cards up as a bet for the usual stuff. And I just now realized I don't have any other card. I have no card defending me. Oh, look at that. Yuki was kind enough to not set up a monster yet. Until now. Reborn the monster! Now, I really like Gazelle, the King of Mythical Beasts. He's actually one of my favorites. And just to make sure that nothing else happens... I guess I was using this opportunity to sacrifice and bring out Sky Dragon. Oh, a piece of Exodia.
Man, I wouldn't mind trying to do Exodia. But the problem is, that's kind of not easy.
Like, the only way for you to even use Exodia, you had to leave each piece in your hand. You just can't go off and sacrifice.
Yeah,
I'm not a fan of the second printing of either Dark Edition or Blue Eyes.
I kind of prefer their old ones.
The other one I'm referring to is Blue Eyes.
Red Eyes White Dragon, I kind of like it a bit.
You're strong enough to beat Marik Ishtar. Take this God card. Use it to defeat Marik Ishtar. Slifer the Sky Dragon was attained. According... excuse me. Announcing the second semifinal matchup. Marik Ishtar versus Seto Kaiba.
I have been waiting for this. I will get this... I will get the God cards, just watch me.
Marik Ishtar, let me prepare a stage worthy of us. Activate the Solid Vision system. Virtual stage. This is a duel with a God card at stake. The stage should be the Duel's Key Coliseum.
This is cool, big brother.
Cute amusement for children. Marik Ishtar, your God card might be special, but it will fall to my Blue Eyes White Dragon. Let's see you do it. But the God card will excuse me. But the God card will more on you in the Shadow Realm, where your enemies, bravoed, will be meaningless. Quiet! I'll take you out, count on it!
Excuse me.
And I will be the Duel King.
What?
So much for your big talk. You too shall suffer in the Shadow Realm.
Big brother!
The final duel. Paul versus Marik Ishtar. Okay. Here we are. This here is the final battle. However, I'm not calling this an episode. I want to be prepared for this fight. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna stop recording right here. I'm gonna take a late lunch break, and I'll be right back to finish off this recording. Anyway, I'll see you all in the... well, with me a few hours, with you all 1 second. Anyway, I'll see y'all later. Okay, I'm finally back after a couple of days of grinding and some other days where I need to get October's horror month editing all taken care of, or spooky month, excuse me. Yeah. So this is just kind of coming out a bit late. This right here is now the other half of the end of the game. Yes, folks, you heard me correctly. Marik Ishtar is your final opponent of the game. And like I mentioned in the earlier episode, or previous episodes, excuse me. Once you beat him, there's no post-game. And that's kind of about it. Anyway, here is the deck. And see here, I still have both Obelisk, and I added Slifer to the deck because he's a dragon, to my sheer amazement. I added Paradragon, I replaced Sky Dragon and put in Paradragon. I replaced some of my more weaker monsters for Axe Raider, Winged Dragon, Guardian of the Fortress, and Cannon the Swordsmith. Did I pronounce her name? The Sword Mistress, so excuse me right there. And that was about the only other editing I did for the deck, but now it's time for me to actually finally beat this game for the first time. The end has finally arrived. In the world of Tomb Keepers, I grow in the Shadow Realm. It was darkness of eternity from which none escapes. My former self feared, loathed it, excuse me. But no longer, darkness is my true love. And so, the world shall be turned to darkness. All life shall experience the despair I tasted when you fall. And the Egyptian god cards become mine. This world shall no longer. Let the Shadow Duel begin. Okay, let's see. What card am I gonna choose? Okay, I was going to obviously choose this card. Extraction Universe was active. It will inflict life point damage on the foes equal to its attack, then power it down. Wow, already I got one of my more stronger monsters out. Just in case, I'll add in this card and this card. That was actually a really good move for me to actually do that then. Play this card and destroy that card. Use Monster Reborn. Oh yeah, another one. Did not see that coming. I'm trying my best to get my freaking God card out, and he's just constantly ruining it. Dang, I was hoping for Slifer. Now, Marik, you will fall to my Egyptian God card. Come forth, Obelisk the Tormentor. Not just that, I activate his effect. You lose, Marik. The opponent is out of life points. Duel victory. Ooh, got an increase in 30. I got. Woo! That's a lot of dominoes. The God card! Lost? Why? How? The dark. All into darkness. He attained the Winged Dragon of Ra that we did not get to see at all. The evil of Marik Ishtar dissipated.
Paul, you did it!
That's it, Paul! I'm glad it's over.
Joey! Yuki, Paul! You're really awake, Wheeler! What's going on? You carrying like that?
You idiot! We were all freaked out and worried about you. You lost that shadow duel and you wouldn't wake up. So...
Oh, that's what it was? I lost to Marik Ishtar. So who won it all? Paul. He won the final duel against Marik Ishtar. Oh yeah? Way to go, Paul! You must be back to normal to shout like that, Joey. Sure thing, I'm back as great as ever. We'll be reaching Domino soon. Get ready for disembarking.
How do you like that? Big attitude. Phew.
I almost forgot. I had this to say. My big brother woke up. Thanks, Paul. You have done admirably, Paul. Thanks to you, Marik Ishtar has been thwarted from bringing his cruel design to fruition. Now, may I ask for the return of the God cards?
Heck no, woman, these are mine!
The God cards must be sealed away, this time forever, so that this crisis is never again repeated. Now, I may ask for the return of the God cards?
No! Yes, folks, as you can see here, it does not matter how many times you say no, you will never be able to have all 3 God cards. You have no choice but to give all 3 back.
Thank you. I am grateful for all that you have done. The evil has departed from my brother's soul. We owe it all to your selfless sacrifice. I have been witness to it all. Your courage and your friendship. They shattered the evil from the Shadow Realm. We shall never again appear before you. Farewell and thank you.
Thank you, Paul.
Hey, thanks, really. You saved me, Paul and Yuki. Don't worry about it. We made it because we all worked hard together. Yeah, that's true. In spite of everything, it was great. I had fun competing with everyone. Yeah, me too. Heh, even the worst villains don't stand a chance. Now then, not when we get involved. That's going too far, Mr. Joey Wheeler. Don't let it concern you, my friend. Anyway, the tournament's over now, so it's back to boring old school again. But we can get together and play anytime. We should duel when we like. We should duel then like we always do. Right, Joey and Paul? Yeah, sure enough, we can always play. It's not all ending today. Okay, see you all at school. Yeah, alright, see you, Paul and Yuki.
And there we go! Finally! My god! It has been it took this freaking long for me to actually beat a Yu-Gi-Oh game. I cannot believe it took me until 2024 for me to actually beat a Yu-Gi-Oh game.
I am dead mother freaking serious. I have played so many Yu-Gi-Oh games. Never once have I beaten any of them. This here is my first time ever ever beating a Yu-Gi-Oh game. And it feels great to finally beat a Yu-Gi-Oh game. However, I kind of wish it was Duels of the Roses. Oh well. Anyway, I guess I should say how I feel about this game. I think this game kind of changed my mind a bit how the difficulty is. It is kind of hard. Well, not like hard, but it like normal difficulty wise. It's more normal difficulty than I ever kept calling it easy. This has really changed my mind about that. And yeah, that's my only positive there. I would say my only big gripe I have with this game is how the story feels like it's been flipped. Again, I mentioned this before. At the late game, where you finally get the God cards, it's like, really? We get the God cards towards the end? There's only a few duels where you ever need to use them? Like, the only other time I can use them is if I'm grinding. Another problem I have is how the story takes some of the elements from Battle City. Those elements were basically most of all Joey's duels. We do those duels instead. I mean, yes, Joey did win up against Mako. He won, and then this game he loses, and that's about the only story element that's in this game. Which, it just feels weird. Like, one of the best moments was the first team-up with Yuki and Kai... Well, second or third team-up with Yuki and Kaiba when they were up against Umbreon and the other guy. I kind of forgot both of their names. Hopefully I said one of their names right. But, yeah, it just feels weird seeing how the story just kind of flips. Because, like, in Battle City, the God cards come first, and everything else comes in between. And then in this game, like I mentioned before multiple times, it just flips. Where all the ghouls or stuff is happening now, and the God cards are not a thing until, like, in-game. And it kind of just makes the God cards feel pointless. And, like you saw earlier... Well, towards the end early, I mean. Where you're given no choice but to return the 3 Egyptian God cards. In this game, you never really get to have have the Winged Dragon of Ra in your deck. The only way you can get the Winged Dragon of Ra is only by reviving it after destroying it. That's your only time you can ever use Raw. Oh, wow. You actually pulled a Zelda. I'm clicking all the buttons and nothing... Whoops. And nothing's like restarting the game. It's going to stay like this. Well, then, okay. That's kind of all I gotta say. I still do like this game. And if anyone is going to ask me, oh, hey, Shanchendo, what about the game's sequel, Shelf of Destruction? I will do it. I will eventually do it. But under one large condition. I will only think about doing it if I reach 500 subs. I mean, no, not 5. Excuse me. 5,000 subs. That is the only way any of y'all are going to ever see me do a Let's Play of Yu-Gi-Oh! Shelf of Destruction. I will only bother doing that game if I reach 5,000. That's a promise right there. And I hope you all enjoy when you see me do that game someday.
But that'll be it for me for today. Thank you all for coming on another good Let's Play journey, and I'll see you all for Dino Crisis with Kane Gaming and the other guys. Even though I've done that game before doing this one. Anyway, have a nice day. And please, share, like, subscribe if you want to. Now have a nice day.